There was a lot of pressure being the first. I was worried about people judging me for the decisions I was making and choosing men.
Hey guys, it's Kirbie. Welcome back to Pretty Unfiltered. Today we have season 13 Bachelorette. Rachel Lindsay's on the show.
Hello.
Hey girl, my Texas girl.
That's right. Texas girls got to stick together.
Texas proud. I've been rooting for you since last season with Nick, so I'm really glad that you're here. And congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
This is crazy because I am a very devout Bachelor/et fan. So this has never happened before. I don't think they've actually said, hey, guess what? I'm engaged.
Yeah.
It takes so much pressure off, doesn't it?
It does, and it would have been the worst kept secret. Like, honestly, I can't stop smiling. Everyone I see is like, you're glowing. And I'm like, okay, I'm engaged, you guys.
How did you talk to the producers about, I mean, obviously you had to, but
Yeah.
what did you say? Like, I can't keep a straight face.
I think, yeah, they were just kind of like, you know what? Just tell everyone.
That's
just
so
tell
great.
them. Yeah.
So a lot of firsts this season. First of all, first black lead,
Yes.
major. I know a lot of people are happy about this
Yeah.
because it's like finally, and honestly, there's so much more diversity with the men too.
Yeah.
You know, we're seeing so much of that. So how does it feel to be the first paving the way?
It feels good. Like, honestly, I was really, really hesitant starting off.
Yep.
I mean, it's a lot to be the first, and there's a lot of pressure, and everyone's going to be judging you, and you're setting this bar. But at the same time, I'm like, they chose me. Like, I'm so humbled and honored to be the first, to represent myself as a black woman,
Yeah.
and then also have the chance to find love.
Exactly.
It's like, thank you, yes, I'll take everything.
I'm guessing you haven't dated more than one man at one time, right? Like,
Right.
I don't see you as that type of woman, but like,
No.
obviously it's okay for the show. What did you find was most surprising to you?
Ooh, I was surprised at how many of the men I connected with. Like, honestly, I thought, oh, I'm gonna come in here and, you know, there might be one, maybe two. No, like, I really developed deep connections with several of the men, and you don't know how they're gonna impact your life. So you'll see me very vulnerable, a softer side of me, and then also really emotional.
When the producers, you know, told you, or when the show announced that you were the lead, did you have any stipulations with men that were coming on the show, and were you allowed to express those to the producers?
Yeah, you know, the producers were really open to my opinion as to like what I like and what I don't like. And I really like a lot of guys, like it's a wide range of guys, and that's why you see such a diverse group of men
don't have just
coming
one
out of the
type.
limo. No, yeah, not at all. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want babies. I don't want any babies on the show. Like, it wastes my time.
Totally. So what were you most worried about when you were going on the show? Because obviously there's like social scrutiny, which I think kind of comes with the territory, but
Yeah.
what kind of stands out to you?
Well, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to like let myself go and open up. I was worried that, you know, there was a lot of pressure being the first. I was worried about people judging me for the decisions I was making and choosing men. There were a lot of worries. I was worried I wouldn't like any of the men. Like, I mean, there were
Like,
a
I
lot
gotta
of
get out of
things.
this season quick.
I'm done.
Okay, we're going to go into dating advice.
Oh, gosh. I don't
Obviously,
know if
girl.
I'm the one.
Come on, you handled like 25 men or something crazy. Okay, so were you usually a confident dater pre-Bachelor?
Yes. I was a confident dater, I would say, like, late 20s, moving into 30s.
Okay. What advice would you give a woman who might be a little scared to approach a man?
Oh, well, I would just say just be yourself because you can't go wrong with that. I have a tendency to friend zone myself. Like,
Immediately.
oh, I'm just one of the homies.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
really like me like that. And it's just like a safety net. And I would encourage like women, don't do that because you never know who you're missing out on.
What's the worst thing a man can do on a first date?
Oh my gosh, talk too much about himself, right? Like, can we get to know each other? Or talk about an ex. I hate when they talk about their exes.
But surely some of the men had to talk about their exes, right? But you prompted them.
I did.
So that's what makes it.
I did.
Okay, all right.
I mean, like, it's important because it gives me a better understanding of who you are and how you got here.
But on a first
later,
date,
yeah.
it's off limits. What's the best thing a woman can do on a date?
Loosen up. Like, I feel like and if it's a dinner date, eat. You
Yes,
know, like,
actually eat food.
sometimes I feel like we're so like trying to be so prim and proper, and it's just like, just relax and be yourself.
Exactly. How do you assertively turn down a man without being mean? Because I feel like
Ooh.
sometimes they do not get it.
Yeah, this is where the friend zone comes back in.
This is where you implement that little trick.
Yeah, I guess I just friend zone them, like real, like, I don't know, talk about sports. I don't
You're
know.
like,
That's a good question.
because I feel
though.
like a lot of women, if a man approaches, I'm just like, making this up, but if a man approaches them at a bar and they're not interested, they'll be like, oh, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Like, they'll pull that out. And it's like, why do we have to feel like we can't just be like, sorry, I'm not interested, instead of like, you know what I mean?
Well, you know what I've come to find? When I say I have a boyfriend, men don't care.
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
oh, but you're not married though, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I got to pull out something else now.
Persistence.
They are ruthless.
What's your approach to makeup on a first date? I feel like there are a lot of opinions about this.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe in makeup for a first date.
Do you think like red lip or nah?
Well, do we plan on kissing on the first date? That's the thing. I like a red lip. Like, I feel like you cannot go wrong. Like, I'm like black, white attire, red lip. But if you want to kiss, then I would say no.
I feel like red lip immediately alerts them. Not happening right now.
But you know what? I will say, I like a red lip. I like lip colors.
Me too.
But when I was on the season, I would find that guys would tell me, they were like, oh, I don't really want to kiss because you have like the red lips and I don't want it all over my face.
Exactly.
And I was like, you better get with it.
Learn.
You
This
better
is
get these red
long-lasting.
lips.
All right, we have some show questions before we wrap things up. Was there anyone that you regretted keeping on the show after the first night?
No regrets.
No regrets at all?
No regrets. I made every decision for a reason.
Are you allowed to consult with anyone during the process outside the producers? Are you allowed to like call your mom and be like, I like this guy, but I don't know?
No.
You're not?
No, I
Okay.
don't have any communication with the outside world. Now, when you get to hometowns, you get that info.
Yeah. Okay, so I know you were a skeptic before the process started. And obviously it's worked out for you. But was there anybody the first night when they made their grand entrance or their first impression that you were like straight up cringing? Like, I don't know how I'm gonna respond to this. Like,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll be honest about it, and I can because I totally gave him a rose, but Lucas, boom. I mean, I was like, what is this? But he gets an A for effort. You know, I said I wanted to be entertained. He totally entertained me. It failed, but, you know, thank you for trying.
Yeah.
Here's a rose.
I think everyone was like, what is this guy doing?
I totally cringed. And I cringed when Bryce picked me up because my dress was so heavy. I literally shouted after him, my dress weighs 25 pounds.
You're like, promise, it's the dress. Rachel, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun.
What would you like to say to the fans? Anything?
Oh, just make sure you tune in Mondays, 7 p.m. Central, and watch The Bachelorette on ABC. I promise you won't be disappointed.
All right, guys, let me know your favorite part of this interview in the comment section below. Also, guests that you want to see on upcoming episodes and topics you want us to cover. We'll see you next week. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kirbie Johnson. You're the Rach Lindsay, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Guys, go follow her, follow me. We'll see you next time. Bye.